Many people have asked me, how do you paint the white pattern on the service module on the Saturn V and the Saturn 1B? That's what I'm going to cover in this video.
Welcome to Advanced Construction Videos, where we show you how to tackle rocketry, building techniques, and more. On our website, we sell kits, motors, building supplies, and electronics. So come and learn, shop, build, and fly when you visit us at apogeerockets.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Van Milligan from Apogee Components. When I put together the videos on the Saturn kits, the Saturn 1B, which is this one here, and the larger Saturn V, I didn't do a video on painting the white on the service module. And the reason is because I cheated. Yes, I'm always looking for a way to do things faster and easier. And in this case, what I did was I cheated by using decal paper. So you can go out on the internet and find water slide decal paper. This is a pack of 20 sheets. It's under $20 for that. And as you can see, it's about the size of a sheet of paper. This is actually an A4 size, so it's a little bit slightly bigger than the 8.5 by 11, but this is made to be run through a laser printer. So when you buy it, make sure that it says that it is for laser printers. They also make a version that is for inkjet printers, but since I use a laser, that's what I want. And one of the things is that you can print on it and print patterns, and you can apply them directly to your rocket. For example, on this one right here, you could apply a United States decal quite easily. But there's also two varieties. There's a clear, and then there's one that's white. And what I'm using is white. And the reason for that is white can cover up what's underneath. So what I've done is I've taken a sheet of the white decal paper, and this is what it looks like. So this is the back side. You can tell it quite easily. And this is the front. And then basically what I did was I cut a strip of it like this. So I just cut a strip right off. And then on your pattern sheet, when you apply this to the rocket, it leaves a raised area. This has what they call puffy ink on it. So they put the ink on and then it grows and it gives a little bit of texture. And we don't want to lose that texture. We either want to paint it or we want something very thin that allows that texture to come through. So basically what I do is I'll take a ruler, knock over a rocket when you're doing it. And I'm not going to measure it, but you will actually measure your dimensions accurately. And then we can just cut it the way we want. I'm trying to get something that looks more or less straight. And that gives you that little square that's going to go on the decal like that. And these are water transfer decals. So you just take some water, drop it in the water, get it wet. Have some paper towels handy. And then you can carefully, you can pick it up and you'll see that it is sliding off quite easily. And then you can just take that and put it where you want on your rocket. And if you press it down, it's so thin that it does allow for that puffy ink to show through it. So that is how I did the Saturn kits in the videos that you see. But the other thing you can do with this is you can actually, if you need a different color, you can paint it. So I took the same decal paper, and this is why it's shorter, because I cut a piece off, and then I painted it. In this case, I painted it orange. And again, I can cut a strip In this case, I'm going to make a stripe to go around the rocket. Again, just take it and dip it in your water. It doesn't have to soak in the water very long, maybe like 15, 20 seconds. You'll start feeling it already moving. So this is already moving. And in this case, I'll take my rocket, and this one's kind of beat up, but that's okay. I'm going to put a little bit of water on the surface just so that I can move it around easier. And then just start sliding it off. And if I do it right, I can line it up and make a nice stripe on the rocket. And you'll do it like any other water slide decal. You'll blot it dry. Make sure it's nice and straight. And that is pretty thin itself. Again, these are laser printable. So you would put it through the laser before you put it on the rocket. I wouldn't paint on top of it until you're done. And then the only color I would use if you're printing something is a clear, just to protect the surface. These are very thin, just like a regular decal. So, but it makes really easy to decorate your rocket and give it some color and some pizzazz that you normally wouldn't get. So my name is Tim Van Milligan. This is the Apogee Rocketry Workshop. May the winds be light, may the skies be blue, and may all your rockets fly straight and true.